Choo-choo. Choo-choo. Oh my god, choo-choo.
You can swim there.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Goodness. And that is huge. That's good. The only thing is view, but okay.
Oh, we jump from here. Oh my god. Nice. We should bring our own wine.
Literally, I'll go. Kobaya. This one, I never tried this one. Kimchi below average. This meat.
You eat with white rice.
This meat is so tasty.
You just eat the rice. You eat one meat and then rice.
Kimchi. After that,
So heavy.
long time.
Allora io leí eso y le pasé una pregunta.
What's that? But why are they standing in the street?
Eating.